for our first Dirt CM, a mile run, and things are getting heated. It's early in the morning. I'm tired, but I bet the Europeans are excited for this time slot.
Definitely. And we're jumping into our first race already. We have Agnes and closer Agnes Digital, Taiki Shuttle Front. There's also that Suzuka runaway, I think.
Most
I need
likely.
to see that Suzuka. Oh wait, that's a
It's not.
debuffer. Oh my
Oh.
gosh. Okay.
Oh.
Uh,
I
okay.
heard
And
this in
there's
pain.
yeah, there's also Smart Falcon, who is quite a contender to CM. She has a lot of mid-game stash into her kit. She has Trending in the Charge, she has Sparkly Stardom, like, she has so much mid-game, like, what can she not do, you know? Like, she has so much stuff in her mid-game that she just wins every race. She is
So hang on.
painful to face against. So,
Tell me
yeah.
what it means when a lobby is 7 fronts and 2 ends. And nothing in the middle. This is
You
a
know,
nut truth.
if you're an end closer, man, you gotta hope for the best here. Like, I mean, Digital, I mean, has a chance. She has what? The gold version of Forward March, Lead the Charge, and she also has access to Spurt. So, accelerating won't be a problem for her. The only problem is if she has any mid game, like if she has Daring Strike, Curvature, it's on, all the good stuff, you know. So
Yeah,
basically, all we need to look for is if Digital hits frame one lead the charge.
true. Now, I'm not actually the expert on this, but doesn't it mean the ends are going to be a lot closer to the fronts if no one's in the middle? Isn't this good for them?
Um, Possibly. It depends on how much they're pushing up this race. So
Okay.
we'll see.
We're off. Let's see if this Suzuka can keep the 7. Actually, not run away, so she's not actually going to be keeping the 7 fronts at bay. But as we see, the 2 Smart Falcons taking the front, as they are wont to do.
And Taiki Shuttle Front, not a very popular pick, despite it being um, quite high on some people's tier lists. But in a front environment where there's so many fronts, I think Taiki Shuttle is going to thrive here. Taiki Shuttle right now is in third. She is keeping at a great position. She is in good position for her unique. Alcondor Pasa, not much of a contender. Same with Saiyan Sky, not in good position for their acceleration. But those 2 Falcons duking it out on the final corner. One on the inner lane, probably going to hit angling and scheming right there.
Yeah, Yunaka's Falcon in the lead is likely going to get that angling and scheming and La Plancha, but
Shit,
lead the charge is going to come in.
Oh
Frame
shit!
1. All eyes on Agnes Digital as Yunaka's Smart Falcon is actually gaining on these. Is that Agnes Digital going to be able to catch up? The hesitant fronts are coming in, the debuffers. They want to steal the dream of the Smart Falcon. But is it enough? It looks like it's not. Yunaka going to take game 1.
The Umadol strikes again. Yunaka's Smart Falcon just has so much mid-game and just takes that angling scheming and runs away with it, including that inherited Planka. Despite that frame 1 lead to charge, I'm not sure if she whipped Spurt or had Spurt in her kit at all. So that end
Yeah.
Digital, I thought, was definitely going to put in some work there.
And honestly, just pixels to get that angling and scheming. It could have been the other Smart Falcon.
Exactly. But that inner lane priority, you know? Inner
Yeah.
lane is just so broken in this game. And it just takes priority every time.
That was lit.
Yeah, definitely quite a clear-cut victory for Smart Falcon. And you're definitely gonna see those a lot. I mean, we're definitely gonna see a lot of Smart Falcons win a lot of races. She's just so good at what she does in dirt. Has everything in her kit, you know, like I said before, and she just wins. You know, you can't stop the Uma doll. You can't stop her.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen Smart Falcon win several Carat clashes and CMs in the past, and they had to work pretty hard to get those turf sparks. Now imagine what they can put their time into in a dirt CM.
And speaking of Smart Falcon players, we have another prominent Smart Falcon player who used to win a Carrot Clash tournament. Badok, pretty much in this tournament right now, has an S plus fast learner Smart Falcon. So I'm very excited to see what he does.
terrifying, honestly.
Yeah. But he had quite some difficulty just, making that smart Falcon. But hopefully it'll be able to pull through, has a lot of mid game, can do a lot of stuff. So yeah, hopefully the smart Falcon can put in a lot of more work in that tournament.
Falcorbs in the bottom left. I love that.
Too many Falcorbs.
I was kind of surprised to not see a runaway Suzuka.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean, it nowadays. I mean, not necessarily nowadays, but with this many smart Falcons, we might as well see the Falcons take the role of what we saw the runaway Suzukas doing, right? Always just in the front, making sure that no one else can catch up. No angling and scheming for any of you.
Boo.
Yep.
The difference
Unfortunately.
being these ones are trying to win it themselves.
Yeah.
It is still a little bit hard to contend with the runaway Suzuka. As someone running one in the CM, I feel pretty good against most of the smart Falcons.
Definitely. But I think Smart Falcon here, on a good day, she's just gonna take Rod and run away with it every time. It's just so good. It's hard to catch her, especially when you're an end closer, right? So
Okay. Next race is being prepped right now. We have a few DQs, but we're gonna get Toph, and
Let's go.
Toph!
Dude, I love
Love
Toph.
I believe his comp this CM is Smaru, Agnes, and Smart Falcon. But I don't know. Sometimes he enters a different team into Carat Clash, knowing that the team compositions are so different, so much more front heavy.
Yeah. Compared to like CMs.
We're gonna load into the race, and you're talking about Tachyon the entire time. It's like, what? What is a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas?
When I say manifesting, I'm like Machikane Fukitaro with like the orb. I'm like
Yeah, where are
manifesting.
Oshi players?
Yeah,
Any
honestly,
Yeah,
other
well, my
Oshis?
Oshi is Smart Falcon and Runaway Suzuka.
okay, but
Specifically
like,
Runaway Suzuka.
real
There's no
talk,
other
if I can lay my eyes on a single Gold City player, I will be so happy.
Yeah, I'm running Gold City,
There
but
you
I'm not
go.
in this tournament.
Boo.
Unfortunately,
I'm
had
running
to
Gold
dip.
City. I'm
Next
not in
time.
this tournament.
Yeah. Look, man, it's tough out here. It's tough out here. Now, next, I might be like the only non-Runaway Suzuka player when Smant rolls around, because Runaway isn't going to be a thing.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
can just run her in
either way-
Oharu, right?
I mean, either way,
Pain.
one thing I will note about this Carat Clash is we are running on winter, and there's no better time to be blasting snow halation than in the middle of winter. So we are
True.
going to be seeing so many of these smart Falcons just taking up that top podium spot. Now, the biggest question that I have is, what kind of monster are you going to need to be able to catch these smart Falcons?
One that hits an XL bomb on the final straight. I'm be real. Or probably Pasa maybe. If Pasa at second could probably beat a Falco.
There are a lot of pretty good skills that can carry over on the CM. I've seen a lot of Keep It Real from Gold City, Narita Bryan's, Shadow Break, obviously. So if we see any of those proc going into the Excel zone, and then frame one lead the charge, keep on your left into Spurt, it's likely going to happen. Also, Taiki is a monster, the CM, as well, but
Pace Taiki mostly.
mostly. But I don't know if Pace Taiki will succeed in this sort of environment.
It's a fair
Yeah,
point.
lots of fronts.
With this many fronts, front runner Taiki might as well be Pace Taiki.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Taiki from last race didn't win. Definitely looked quite looks like she was gonna win that actually. Because she was in good position for her acceleration skills, right? So but she didn't win, so
Classic.
yeah.
Classic. Probably face to back, blocked somewhere.
No,
Probably
we gotta be like the Tenzin, right? Oh, you should have trained your guts a little bit more.
You should trade your guts a little more. True.
Honestly, the final straight here is quite long, so if you do get a
Super long.
good spot, not spot struggle. What's the mechanic called? It's
A
9 in
dueling.
the morning. You guys are gonna have to forgive me. If you get a good dueling,
Dueling.
you're gonna get a lot of value out of it.
Okay, I
Definitely.
also realized that I messed up my PNG tuber. I need to flip the 2 frames around because when I talk, my mouth is closed, and when I stop talking, it's open. So I need to.
This
fix
guy's a
that.
ventriloquist, honestly.
I'm like telepathically speaking to everyone. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Telepathically speaking.
When you're
Maruchan, you
when you're
forgot
not
your
speaking, your
puppet.
co-caster is speaking, and it just looks like you're a ventriloquist because when someone else is speaking, your mouth is open. It's black
Exactly.
magic.
No, when your co-caster's speaking, you're just pogging out.
Hagimasen.
You was said.
All right, we're ready to head into the lobby. So
Yippee!
I mean, we're hopping in the lobby too, but you gotta find your puppet, Maruchan. That's all I'm saying.
Way!
I did not expect to hear way out of that, but
It's just the stupid vocal stem. Mentally
What the hell?
damaged. Oh my god.
SS Taiki. Show us the
He's
skills.
striking it rich.
Yeah. Striker Rich.
I'm a little bit surprised. I kind of expected the Taiki shuttle to be 5-star.
I mean, it's they're just paces though. So as we like talked about earlier, like all the mentioned, usually it's the front. Gunartaki that's like really solid, but we'll have to see
I
how
mean-
the paces go.
I will say, we actually do have people in between the singular end closer this time around. So it's all front pace and one Ogre cap in the very, very back. So the biggest question is, how many of these units are going to be slamming that Ogre with debuffs? Is the pace Taiki shuttle going to be able to catch up to the front in time? Or does pace just turn you into an end closer at this point?
This is true. Oh my. Classic Carat clash. And the doors and all this. I just love mile races because it's not as Mickey Mouse as sprints. So there's definitely still things that are like more possible, but it's still a mile race.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's enough time for things to really happen, but it's not so long that you kind of sit there and you wait with bated breath for forever. But you don't just blink and you miss it. It's not like a sprint. Either way, we've got a very, very strong Taiki shuttle from Strike It Rich, but you know, Toph as well rocking that Taiki shuttle. Many of these front runners just right in the like. So many Maruzen, so many Falcos. I'm excited to see how this one goes.
And they're off. Already taking the lead from all of them triggering. Oh my goodness. Everyone trying to go up and take the front area. A little bit of a spot struggling occurring. I'm not surprised. Look how much they're just bunching all together.
Yeah, and right at the very beginning, you can see these front runners just teleporting straight to the front of that pack, just trying to find their way to the very beginning. Summer Maruzensky just barely keeping in the lead, struggling with Falco as well. But there we go. One more step for Raiso, and we're going to be able to see another opening for this Summer Maruzen.
The Maruzenskis are going to go ahead and take that lead, kind of occurring onto the front, number 8. Raiso with their own Summer Maruzensky is having the lead. We'll have to see If the positions can change, these pace shifts need to go as Titan Shuttle will be able to activate that ability. Shooting for victory is correct and try to make her way up. Look at number 6. Oh, she's going up. She's moving on forward. She's acquiring that speed and passing on the first Umamusume, but I don't think she's be able to get the last one. It's looking real close, but I think the front runner will be able to still be able to just cling on to victory. Oh, it was so damn close, but Umamusume will still be able to just barely clutch it out of the front.
It's Taiki Shuttle shooting for victory, but not quite going to be able to land that mark. Just barely netting that second place. Not a bad showing, but in the end, Umamusume does not care. Just runs straight through to that finish.
Beginning was so funny. Like, it just, Smart Falcon and Umamusume were just holding hands, running together.
I'm telling you, this is exactly what you end up seeing from late surgers, from end closers, where they all teleport to the finish line, except when you have all front runners, they're all teleporting out of the gate. It's so fun to see all of those skills proc right from the get-go. You get dopamine hit at the beginning, we get dopamine hit at the end. When it's all front and end closers, like, we're just going to be seeing so many of these skills pop everywhere.
That was great.
Yeah, that
Somehow
wall of fence
she's
was the
right.
funniest thing I've seen in a long time. Just 7 horses. No one can pass.
Had tripulse too. She straight up just velo bombed that, and somehow Marzensky won. It must have been the wide swing.
Must have been the win.
must have been the wide swing.
Everyone's favorite Marzensky copy
God.
pasta.
The beginning was so funny. I was just like, oh my god, they're all holding hands running together. The power of friendship.
It was actually
Oh
a
my
huge
God.
speed eater that occurred right before the Excel zone, which I
Oh,
think
wow.
might have clinched it.
Yeah. Speed Eater, man, I don't know why Summer Marzensky has that in her kit for some reason. I don't know what the devs were cooking up, but that skill should not exist at all. Like, Speed Eater is just a crazy skill in general.
Okay, well, it's
Yeah, you're just in the front. You're like, look how fast I am compared to these other horses, and it gives you a speed boost.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, you eat other people's speed,
Yeah.
literally, quite literally. And as we go on to this race, you know, there's also a Marzensky. I bet you that Marzensky has a Speed Eater.
Nature!
I know you're
Racer?
rolling. I know you roll in your grave right now.
Well. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Oh wait, there's a nature. Hold up, there's a nice nature. Is it? Oh, never mind. It's a debuffer.
It's
I know
A.
a
It's
debuffer.
A
Oh,
tier.
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
I'm
what
gonna,
you're
li-
see
I'm gonna
when you see
die.
that
I'm gonna
letter
die.
grade. Wait, is the Cisco racer though?
She realized she wasn't made to be an ace. She was made to be a debuffer.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Nature, you can get first
Okay.
place. I
Dirt S,
believe.
Mile S. Okay, I get
Dirt
behind
S,
this.
Mile S, I think she's gonna steal
Yo.
it.
Dude, how
No
many
max
runs?
speed.
Oh my god, I did like 200 runs. How many runs to see that? That's
Oh wait,
4 inspirations minimum.
Black Cone? He won last Carat Clash, right? Is that the one who won last Carat Clash, Black Cone? Pretty sure. Yeah, he's here. And he's
Yeah.
back with a vengeance.
He's gonna do it.
Mihono Bourbon and Marzensky and oh wow, and then the buffer. Yeah, let's hop to the
We're
race.
we're only casting fronts and ends, by the way. No, nothing in the
yeah,
middle
no
allowed.
late searchers, no pace chaser. If your name is
no
Tech
bans.
Shuttle, you can pace chase it.
Alright. You taking this one? You taking the fun
Yeah,
parts of this?
I'm playing this.
Send it.
We just switch every time.
Send it, brother.
But yeah, there is definitely, it's hard to pick a contender here, Tiv. I don't know. Well, who do you think here is gonna be a contender this race?
If someone puts in the effort to get 4 inspirations on Suzuka, I'm gonna root for them either way. Even if she is my Oshi, like that's just, you know, icing on the cake.
So true. You know what my favorite part about being a caster is? It's just I get to rant about skills all day long. And they're off. Good groundwork proc and a TTL from Maruzensky as she takes the lead in this opening straight. And that Suzuka, oh god, I think she didn't hit groundwork or something. I don't know. Or
That's
missed
okay.
TTL.
She's, you know, in the front where she wants to be, in lane 1, most notably, as she's going to stand in front of all of these other frontrunners who will push her forward. But it's actually looking a little bit dicey. The Marzenskis are a lot closer than I would like to see as we get into this
looking
mid-game.
a little tight.
No.
Oh god.
The view from the lead is not hers. Not at all.
Not anymore, as the Kiss for Courage just pops out now. And with a good burst of speed in that mid game, definitely going to help that Marzensky clinch, angling, scheming as we move on to the final corner. Smart Falcon right there, but way too behind. It's going to be Summer Maruzensky with angling and scheming. She is going to extend that lead by a large margin, but here comes Mihono Bourbon streaking down the final straight. Is Mihono Bourbon going to do it? Maruzensky can't hold it out longer. Bourbon is going to run it down. She's going to do it. Bourbon with the overtake. She's going to win this race. And it will be Mihono Bourbon. I'm not sure which Bourbon it was, honestly. But it's going to be... It's going to be Preros Bourbon. And he'll move on to the next round.
France City, man. Agnes Digital, nowhere in sight.
Why does Bourbon do this?
Didn't even get a second of screen time, unfortunately.
Yeah. Suzuka, you know, she tried her best, and that's all that matters. Maybe that whiff was, you know, maybe that whiff, that groundwork whiff, set her back. But that Bourbon, you know, I've always seen, I always see that Bourbon just have a last second spurt every time. Like I was doing a 5v5 with other people, and somehow we podium because that Bourbon just did a last second spurt. She just does that, man, for some reason.
Incredible.
That's probably why she's meta.
It's hidden in the skills. You don't see it, but it says last second spurt in invisible ink.
So true. She's just end closer disguised as a front runner.
I love chats saying angling so fraud, bro.
Angling so yeah, because he got Roy Honka with it too, man.
Man, we really did get to see a nature, but it was an evil nature, and I wasn't casting.
Yeah, what do you want?
Cry.
You got to see nice nature. You know what?
I want her to shoot for the win. Her
She
entire
shot someone.
Ikse is about.
She shot someone.
Her entire Ikse is like, hey, I can be a main character too, and then we see her, and she's just not trying.
I remember when we were all clowning on Jaka for forgetting to buy Angler and scheming. Maybe he was just right.
Yeah, maybe he was right all along. Maybe angling scheming just straight up sucked.
Just for the CM. Just for the CM.
I mean, I will say the final straight starts on a pretty steep uphill, so the power matters a lot. And frontrunners generally don't have great access to power, so something to keep note of as we look at the horses.
Access to a lot of power. When you trade speed, your power go up. Are front runners stupid?
When you trade speed.
Are you stupid? Lock in.
Every now and then I think about the time that I ran, like, what was it, 5 speed cards and 1 power card, and just was like, you know what, maybe it works.
Why did you even have the power card?
No, pal card.
Oh, PAL card. All right.
No, it was
Yeah,
Rico.
no, I feel you. Dude, you're sitting there with like 800 speed summer when you're like, what do I
Also,
Loki,
I had
just,
to avoid
just
the
raw
break
click power if you max out speed early.
It's true.
All you have to do is hit the spirit burst at the right time, you know?
Just run a Yabe power. Are people stupid?
No, you see, I'm the stupid one. I'm a free-to-play player, so I'm not rolling on
No, I'm just
some.
Oh, yeah,
poor. I'm not stupid.
speaking
I'm
of
just
gotcha,
poor.
how are your guys' fine motion pools?
So
150.
remember how I just said I'm a little stupid? I haven't rolled a single bit for fine motion, and I won't because Mashkana Tannhäuser is coming up really soon.
But
Hey,
you get free
Mun-
pulls, no? You get free pulls for her, so you know it's not hard to
No.
get her.
Oh my god,
No.
Sakura Chiono.
Oh my
I could have
god.
rated it a little
It's a
bit.
Chiono. Oh wait, Solus, that's my boy.
Oh my god, is it Chio?
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah, he-
I gotta say, I love Oshi running. So, as someone who has loved Ogre Cap for forever, it's really hard for me to Oshi run. So, you know, when I see Chio show up, when I see Gold City show up, when I see Nature show up, it's just my heart goes out to these players, right? You know, these people clearly want to see their Oshi succeed. That there is not a single red or blue skill on that Chio. She is all about speed.
It looks good. We'll have to see if the stat stick will be able to kind of keep that momentum rolling on forward. And we saw it also. Was it an end closer El Condor Paso?
Was it really? I did not notice that in the
Yeah.
slightest.
I'm like
That's
I'm like a pattern
super
recognition.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something's
end
off the
closer
pattern.
El Condor Paso would be super interesting to see whether or not she can actually proc unique, but we're gonna have to see what actually happens as we get straight into things. We see two Smart Falcons, and the one team without a Smart Falcons got the Suzuka for that front.
We'll see what happened last time. The last Suzuka kind of got trapped. It was not the view from the front is mine. It was ours as the Summer Mars NCs kind of snatched that from her. And as we go, we're off taking the lead and focus as well. Making sure to get all these ready to go. And already a little bit of a leader's pride and straight away a depth calling in. And Suzuka finally able to take that lead as per usual.
Yeah, but we can already see the debuffs coming on in. Runaway, at the very least, going to be able to bring up a lot of distance this time around. We're popping our uniques very, very early. It is a Sparkly Stardom in the middle of winter. And Falco getting closer and closer to that Runaway Suzuka. And it is time to see whether or not the Suzuka can actually make that runaway to the very end.
We'll have to see. Because last time it was a little bit of a struggle, and they're kind of starting to catch up. So the San Suzuka might be in a position where the view from the lead will finally pop. We'll see if it can kind of maintain its momentum as they're bounding around on the left side. They're going to go ahead and head to the final corner for the final spurt.
Yeah, and you can see Kisen's right here coming up with that Falco. But once again, Solus's Silent Suzuka going to be running away straight to that lead. Summer Maruzensky nowhere in sight. Silent Suzuka still trying to find a way to cross that finish line straight in first. Chio is slowly crawling towards that front, but there's no one who's going to be able to catch this Silent Suzuka. Solus taking complete victory and dominance of that podium. First, in, if I'm not incorrect, second place, going straight over to Solus.
Nothing's changed. It's always Silent Suzuka with the being able to just get the front run away.
Nothing has changed? What do you mean nothing has changed? It's the middle of winter. We're seeing
changed.
snow halation pop everywhere, and it's not going to happen. We've got the cherry blossoms going off way early, and Silent Suzuka going to be running away in the beginning regardless.
Those abilities hit just perfect. Holy. What was it, like unrestrained, I think? I think that was the one I was just like
the last possible second of Unrestrained, which is the best time to proc on this course.
That
Well,
Chio
Runaway
legit put in
Suzuka
work.
can do it.
That's you. Yeah. I was just I was scarred because the last Silent Suzuka that y'all commentated, I was just like, oh, and she got swallowed by the Summer Marzinskis.
Ran away from her problems.
I didn't see the wit numbers on that other Suzuka, but yeah, if you're not close to 1200 wit, you're gonna struggle quite a bit in these lobbies.
Why don't they just get smarter? Are they stupid?
Be nice.
Tried to hit the books and
Be
failed.
nice.
Dude, the fail animations for
God,
the
a
witch
late
trainings are
surger.
all hilarious. Oh my god, I'm gonna cast something other than fronts and ends today? Illegal.
It has a Open League winner and key in this match with Smart Falcon
Okay.
and Taiki Shuttle.
Okay.
And we also have Luna Yan, who I know for sure has a really nasty Narita Taishin. So you also gotta look out for that as well. Let me just see the Narita Taishin real quick. Oh my gosh, Encroaching Shadow. I think it has Daring Strike too, right? Has Daring Strike. Roll down.
We'll never know.
We'll never know if it'll have
You have to
Daring
guess.
Strike.
We'll have to guess.
You
We'll
know
see it
what?
on the side, maybe.
Because
Call
because
it.
it's an end closer, it has to have Daring Strike. It has to have Daring Strike. It
Okay.
has to have it. You're not running Daring Strike? What are you doing? It
Oh!
does! Yeah! Then there's the
And
end
also
ogre
a
as
fantasy
well.
Pasa. Now, I know Pasa
End
is
closer?
quite
Oh wait, it's a
good.
debuff. Oh my gosh, Kenai. Well, double Kenai. Oh my gosh.
I was gonna
That's
say,
some
Pasa's
dignity,
pretty good to
boys.
CM. I don't know what fantasy Pasa does. Well, it turns out she just looks at you and glares.
Well, she is kind of scary with the mask on, so.
True.
She gets really distracting with the mask off.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, like, is that a regular Umamusume?
Who was the one late that we were looking at? Was it the Ogre?
I think so, but that Ogre, I think that's an end closer for sure.
It's digital.
Okay.
Yeah, it's digital.
Ah.
Digital needs to run it down. And
Alright.
Ogre Cap end closer has been surprisingly good this CM, with the access to forward march and spurt and that very soulful 0.45 triumphant pulse. She just
True.
beats out most of the end closers.
Very soulful indeed. As we get off.
Yep, and you know what else is soulful? Smart Falcon having trending in the charts and Sparkly Stardom in the same kit. You know, it's kind of dumb.
Suzuka must have whiffed everything. My heart is broken.
Yeah.
There's no way she is going to be running away with this one, as we see Smart Falcon, Marzensky, Smart Falcon, all in front. But Taiki
Yeah,
Shuttle is going to maintain a pretty good position here.
The Smart Falcons, you know, they've been terrorizing me. Last night, I had a dream where I was running from, like, a Falcorb, like the head-shaped Falcon. And
So
then,
many questions, but please continue.
unfortunately, in the dream, you know, you run so much slower in dream. So it was super agonizing. I don't want to live through that night again.
Okay, and with that, Taiki Shuttle is going to shoot for victory. Kraken looking to overtake these front runners. We're going to see Agnes Digital actually hit some insane skills. She's going to shoot to the front. Are we going to see some teleportation magic? It's
Oh my god.
time for her to shine. The one late surger. She's cracking. All eyes on her. Is it going to be actually Taishin out of nowhere as well? But is it? No, it's not going to be enough. Agnes Digital all the way to the finish. Our first and only Agnes Digital that's seen any screen time. That was crazy.
Josie won. Let's go.
That was basically everything you could have wanted to see Proctor as early as possible.
Soulful late surger win.
Honestly.
At least I
Most
won't see
soulful
Smart Falcon
position.
in my nightmares again.
Yeah, let's go back to that. How often would you say you have these dreams?
Ever since I was scrimming CMs.
Interesting.
Everywhere I see Smart Falcon. I see her like ball-shaped head. and then like in a dream her ball-shaped head was chasing me. See, I see in the corner. Bro.
Coming for you.
See what
Yo,
in the corner?
okay,
There's
yo,
nothing in the
it's-
corner.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Guys,
about?
I'm not
Making things up.
hallucinating, please. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and she was chasing me, and you know how in dreams you run like so much slower, and then you trip a lot. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. And it was so
that
agonizing
sounds like
the
skill
whole 6
issue to
hours.
me. I don't run slower in dreams.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But you know, I need to cover that falcon on the left side screen. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I see it. Like, it's just
Honestly,
looking
if
at
you're
me.
able
it's
to
staring
run
at my
at the
soul.
speed of an Uma in a dream, you're running like way faster. So the fact that you're being chased down, you're probably not actually slower, you know?
Like staring at my soul. Like, what do I do?
You're telling me you're having an Umamusume related dream and you're not one of the Umamusume?
No, it's not even Uma dream. It's literally that image of Falcon just chasing me, like the circle. Like,
Some
it was
people would enjoy
terrifying.
that.
Hold on.
No,
Fold.
I wouldn't. I was losing the Falco all day long.
There you go.
And then I would see, and then she would run faster because I mean, obviously she had trending in the charts proc and Sparkly Stardom and like all the other mid game that she had. What do I do?
Roll over.
Run
give up.
faster? I
Or-
can't.
Or
Run on
I can't run
turf.
faster. She can run on turf too.
The absolute despair in this guy's voice.
Oh yeah, there we go. That was literally the color dude. Just during the race, just like I can't run. It just
I can't run faster, guys.
Yeah, honestly, that's what that Suzuka was feeling. That race, holy.
You know what? Maybe that Suzuka ran faster than me in my dreams, then she could have won that race, honestly. But alas, she did win. And I'm so glad that Falcon didn't win.
But guys,
Anyways.
positions
God.
other than front runner and end closer exist.
Oh, the late surgers are starting to peek through. We've got 2 of them this time. One Ogre and one Digiton, and oh my god. We've got a New Year's How to Urata.
yeah. It's Junebug, Donkey Kong. That's the
Um,
Junebug.
There's no way that Uchan only has Dirt Devil as the best epithet, right? Okay.
You gotta-
not
no,
with
you
those
just-
stats.
Oh
Erm.
hell no! Purple.
No, it's
Purple
fine.
good.
It's on Nakayama. Who cares? That's nowhere near here.
Purple good.
We're in Tokyo. We're fine. We're fine.
It's true. Oh, so eyes once again. We have the San Suzuka on the Junebug. So far, it seems like we'll see if the trend continues, because every single time we're casting so far, maybe the San Suzukas will do well. And unfortunately, if you're running San Suzuka and you have, Tibbs and Jektov commentating, they're going to get swallowed up by the other front runners. So that's the
Yeah,
other
we-
50-50 you got to win.
Evidently, we are the Suzuka blessings, but either way, we're gonna have to see whether or not the Suzuka can actually run away from all of these front runners.
And they're off. Runaway
and-
is going to go ahead and trigger as well.
Yeah, Runaway already going to be starting things off, just barely going to be able to eke to the front. Spot number 9, not exactly ideal for Suzuka, but it's fine. We have quite a bit of distance to start it. The question is, how long are you going to be able to hold on to that? H-Jack's going to be running right close with that Smart Falcon.
Yeah. And we're seeing a little bit of a very big gap from the front all the way to the end. A little bit of the cadences as well. And we'll have to see if they can catch up. Smart Falcon is already starting to kind of catch up to this Sound Suzuka. We'll have to see if the view for the front runners really harasses Haruurata to go ahead. 114th times the charm is right. And she's going to go ahead and try to make her move, but Sound Suzuka is staying at the front just for a little bit longer, but is losing it out. Here comes the Sado Maruzenskis.
Yeah, and the Summer Maruzenskis are not going to be the ones on the front. Instead, it's Taiki Shuttle. It might be the final spurt, but we are seeing Taiki just take that front, He's just holding onto it as long as possible. Digiton is running straight up there, but Taiki Shuttle continuing, running further and further and faster. It's going to be Digital. It's going to be Taiki. No, it's going to be Taiki in the end by just half a step.
Holy. Looks like the Silent Suzuka curse lingers on. Not being able to run away with that one.
Not going to be able to run away, but instead we are going to be seeing Taiki on top. We've been hearing again and again how scary these Taiki shuttles are, and we're finally seeing it happen for once.
Yeah, no longer Fraud Watch. Let's go Taiki Shuttle.
Any of those UG Taikis show up?
The UG?
Did you guys see how happy Harurara was at the end of the
Yeah.
race?
Yeah.
Always happy.
They're
Yeah, then the
fun.
results hit, and
I
she was
love
like, "Oh."
No, this is Uchan. She's happy about it. Don't worry.
Oh.
I think that's it for the races for this block. Feel free to outro.
Guys, just don't get chased by
Falcorb. Oh
We'll
my
leave you with that
God.
one. We'll leave you with that one. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you
Thank
next
you for
time
listening.
as we have another block of casters. Please stay tuned.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Carat Clash. We're gonna head right into this race because it's an interesting one and there are interesting Umas in it. I'm with Spice for this block, and Spice, tell me about this lobby.
Yeah, dude. So we have Badok. Badok, famous for his Smart Falcon, really. Can we see Smart Falcon real quick? Because like he's really he's a Carat Clash champion. He's known for his Badoks. Known for his Smart Falcons rather. takes her to turf tracks where she doesn't usually belong, right? And yeah, like look at those, almost 17 pace, S plus, it's really strong. He's facing Lahan at Cat Flip. I think Lahan is a known name in the Carat Clash tournaments. Usually places quite high, but the other player, Immobility, or rather,
Yeah.
that player, I'm not familiar with really. So we'll have to see if there could be an upset or if Badok is gonna take it to the next losers round.
We'll see, but take a look at the lobby composition, right? Immobility bringing along this Gold City and also the Suzuka. We've seen a lot of front-heavy lobbies this CM. What are your general thoughts on how this lobby is going to shape up?
Well, it's gonna be front-heavy, as you said, but Suzuka might run away with it if she gets good procs and gets away with the lead. The Gold City, she probably exists as a debuffer. I haven't really looked at her skills, but a Taishin is a great threat from or Immobility. We'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yep. Badok, of course, the favorite, but in losers early, right? Drop down from winners round 2 here. Same with Blackcone, honestly. Both players making strong losers runs at the moment, but nothing is set in stone. And this Smart Falcon will try to overtake, will try to Sparkly Stardom, will try to be the sole front that takes Badok to victory here.
Oh, dude, look at this Suzuka. She got kidnapped. She can't proc. She's slowly making her way to the lead.
Oh!
But she should have been there from the start. Oh. Badok, Falcon pops her mid game already.
Sparkly Stardom
She's
trending in
taking
the
over.
charts. And that Sparkly... she's popped 3 mid-game skills. She's in first, and
Look
she's
at me.
going to maintain
I'm the
this.
runaway now.
Yeah, Suzuka Suzuka was just a target for her to Sparkly Stardom off of.
Yeah, no, she's getting away with the lead. I don't think Suzuka can catch up, and by the time the acceleration zone rather starts, yeah, she's gonna have a perfect opportunity to block proc angling and scheming.
Yep, and Marzinski's
Here we
here
go.
as well. Harurara looking a little cosmetic, unfortunately, but what's important is that Smart Falcon, number 8, in first place from Badok, and the final corner, continuing to keep the lead. And we'll see that angling and scheming proc. No failed wit checks this time. The only threat, perhaps, the backliners, but they're so far behind. They're behind the entire wall, and Harura with the debuffs, just making sure that the end closers can't take a step forward. It's going to be Smart Falcon all the way to the finish line. Triumphant Pulse, maybe to ruin her day. Triumphant Pulse, Ogre Cap, will it be enough? It's so close. Lehan almost steals away the victory, but Badok will survive in the loser side.
What? Yo, Lehan's Ogre almost like caused an upset. I was thinking that's gonna be a 4-length gap. No, Lehan's Ogre just closed it. Turns out to be a 1-length gap at best, maybe 2 lengths. But Badok clutching it out at the end.
Oh
Creating
my.
Such a huge distance, yo.
That's why you play end closer Ogre. That's why you play end closer Ogre. You can steal some wins like that.
Convinced now? What? I'm running it late and I'm not getting good results. I might choose go end. What the fuck?
All right. Well, that was the lobby. We're going to head to the next one. We have another banger for you, Mono and Kopi.
Yeah, let's see it.
They're gonna be pretty nice. I mean, unfortunately, I died out to losers side, but I mean, let me see. Where is oh wait, where shot my pants? Where did he go? All right, not gonna be fighting yet, so might not be able to see them. I'm hoping they win just for the pure way to say, you know what, I lost to first place.
Yeah. Yeah. It happens when you're when you're no history in a tournament, and then you get matched against first seed, and you're just food. But
Yeah. You see that red color, you see that red seed, you're like, oh nah, man, what's my luck? Why is it like this?
Yeah, sometimes it just be like that, but that gives you the ability to make the upsets happen.
yeah.
Oh,
And then there's the angle of coping where you say, hey, I lost to first place. What can I do, man? Like, it was cooked from the start.
Look, Badok got sent down into losers round 1, so surely I can do it too. But here is our lobby full of front runners. My heart is
boy.
happy. One gold city is at late, a couple paces. Then Ed Ogre.
Yeah, the end Ogre.
Yeah.
Let's see if they
Well,
can pull off this robbery this time.
if that end Ogre has iron, it's gonna be hard rely upon that. But if you have Daring Strike, you have straightaway Spurt, you're gonna be pretty well set to have it all.
Yeah.
All right. Corner connoisseur gambling. Okay.
I don't know about that one, but
Look, if you, it's like what, a third, like a 40-something% chance you get corner connoisseur to actually activate properly, and if you do get it, then it's just GG. Because if you hit, you hit. But again, it's gonna be difficult because you have a huge wall of front runners to go through, and none of them are gonna be slouches.
yeah, all of these competes for the front position very well. So
Yeah.
it could be that there's just no way in at the end
Very
game.
limited overtake targets too, because there's one late surger, there's a pace chaser, so you're gonna be trying to claw your way back at the start is gonna be incredibly important for these front runners to take the lead initially. See all of the excels, all of the taking the lead. Suzuka not able to get it, and Falcon is going to be able to proc Sparkly Stardom in just a second here. Never mind, this Suzuka blast by.
That runaway is going off. No kidnapping this time. So she's gonna have to use that Moro as the target, although this mid game, is that going to be enough?
Just behind, sniffing the rear of the tail, and has to fall
Playtime
back.
defends. Nice. The V Bourbon.
Heike's moving up, about to be prime
Yep.
for shooting for victory.
Yep, it's in perfect position.
And here we go into the final corner. Falcon in the lead, gets one Excel shooting for victory as well. The velocity skills are popping. That is Taiki Shuttle moving up, about to overtake the Falcor. She's not going to have the distance, potentially. We got the Excels from the late surger in the back. Not going to matter. This Taiki Shuttle is going to do it. Moves ahead and going to clear it all. The Falcon just couldn't keep up. That is your champion. Oh, not the Gold City at the end. Oh, no.
That Taiki just creeping up just in time to get her unique going. Clutched it out.
Yeah, you saw a huge wall of French, like, oh, this Taiki's gonna have a rough time, and then she just creeps up, and instead might have been a blessing to delay shooting for victory by force to its good activation point.
Yeah, she just went into overtake mode at just the right time and managed to pull through. That was a wit diff right there, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, because I mean, we saw one Excel pop out of Smart Falcon, unless she only has Rod and doesn't have Porplancha, potentially didn't take Final Push to overload. No, yeah, just did miss out on the Excel. That's unfortunate.
Okay, well, this stat line's a little illegal. Oh my, are you seeing this?
Yeah. No, triple S, triple
So
S
did
speed,
man
power,
come
wit.
early?
Yo,
What was the deck? Was it?
Oh, let's
Probably
guess.
FTP,
Let's guess.
right?
Let's guess.
I'm gonna guess
probably free to play.
Kita,
SL Rico.
Fuku, Finemo, Rico, Nice Nature, and
Badok lost. Oh, Badok's out in top 27.
Marv.
No.
Damn.
Oh, Marv.
Wait.
I was right.
Oh.
This
Wait.
Marvelous Sunday card, quite good.
Yeah. Pre-Finemo better. All right. Whale react top.
Yep,
Wait.
we know the drill.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but still, it's still a good card though. Gives good hints. Like don't discount Marvelous just because she got that gold border, not the rainbow border. You know.
All right.
Marv Sunday given 10 race bonus, tail held high. It's pretty nice.
And she doesn't break your chains. Think about it.
Oh, true. Okay. Looking up next, we got Enki, huh?
Yeah, and winner
People's champion,
semis.
I heard.
Yeah, Enki won Open League at Genesis.
Oh, yeah. That's why they called him People's Champion.
Yeah, and
See the comps.
showing that they can do it in the graded league as well here in no holds barred environment. But yeah, we saw the Chiano earlier. Solus looking a little soulful. My bad, guys.
Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of. Let's move past that, man. We got 3 fronts, a bunch of backliners. Looking like a balanced lobby. You got the Chiono O in pace. Very unconventional Uma in this format, in this CM rather. See how that goes. Who do you think is gonna take it, or who has a good chance of taking it, Saya?
Unfortunately, as cool as the Chiano is, I would not put my money on Sakura Chiano O in the Dirt CM. Even though she has been trained a ridiculous amount, I don't think that she has the kit that is going to favor her over something like the Taiki Shuttle, right? Hesitant front runners as a treat. But a bit of a balanced lobby composition, unlike previously. Still pretty front heavy, though.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen two front El Condor Pasas in this lobby. Very, very dangerous. Especially with that Suzuki at the front, I don't think it's gonna be hard for that Chiono to do much. But you'll have to see.
Yep. Heading into this one, El Condor Pasa, also a potential threat. I see a typo on the overlay. Fix that. No Agnes Tachyon to be found here, just like in the drafts when you're drafting 5v5 against Ninja T and see the Tachyon profile picture.
I pick Tachyon. I pick Agnes. Yep. That's my Uma. I'm noticing a Taiki here, but like there's 4 fronts she'll have. I hope Enki, you put hella mid game on this Taiki, and she better be high wit. Otherwise she's not getting her ultimate off.
And the runaway getting off to a good start, but getting eaten up by the Smart Falcons, perhaps now finding a little bit of distance here. And we'll see if the positioning is good for this Agnes Digital in 7th right now. That's looking quite good for the Digital event key. Number 6 in number 7. Pushing up a little bit could lead to that pump some iron, could lead to a victory.
The Suzuka's making a good distance right now on the other front runners, but the Falco number 5, that's Mega 44. That's creeping up on the Suzuka right now. And it's looking bad for the Taiki. She's not really making her way, breaking into the front pack, really. So as I said earlier, she might not be able to proc her ult. We'll have to keep an eye on Suzuka's. She might proc her Lucky Unrestrained here.
Oh, dangerous, unrestrained here, but a little bit earlier than what would be good, right? Has the Excel, has the Rod, but she does not have the distance against the Smart Falcon. Enki looking to try and overtake here. Mega, the Smart Falcon in the lead, but it's not the front runners, it's the backliners that are looking favored here, or maybe a pace chaser. 2nd place, it's going to be Enki with the Taiki Shuttle just taking over this race. And Taiki Shuttle, Agnes Digital from the back, but that's also Enki as it's a very, very solid victory for the Open League champion.
Yeah, no, Enki just showing that they can take Open Grade 2. I mean, Open League as well. Like, dude, that was scary. I prove me wrong as well. The Taiki actually popped her ult, even though there were so many fronts in the lobby. It's a great showing from Enki, really. Was that a podium finish?
Was that podium?
It's a
Oh,
1-3?
not quite.
Oh, just barely.
Okay, wait, not
Yeah,
even
so
barely.
1-2.
Whoa.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Oh. 1-2, that's 2 out of 3. That barely.
Yeah, and that's the power of the Agnes Digital, right? When you hit, you really hit.
Yeah. Look at that. Late Agnes Digital. Usually people recommend to end, but Enki going against the grain, kinda, a little bit. Going it late and just gambling. If you hit, you hit.
But we're nonstop. We're heading right into former top placer, former finalist Meltup's lobby, Graham Sandwich, who was at Frosty Fostings, along with someone who I do not recognize, Neko Gao. Well, we'll get there when we get there.
For sure. For sure. I mean, they have to be good if they made it this far, right?
Yeah, 'cause Nico Gao beat Super Derp. Trying to see where the rest of their path is.
And the lower bracket, loser semis is filling in quite well here. We're gonna see a lot of that as well in our block. But these winner semis are so important, right? If you win here, you're sitting pretty. You're in winner's final. You get multiple shots at getting into grands. If you lose here, you go into the shark-infested waters in loser semis. There's a lot of good players.
Yeah, I think we got Soul Eyes. We got the dude who slayed Badok. Oreo 7. No, wait. I'm a Walnut, rather. Wall 2 nut. There's Tove in there? Oh, yeah. No, you better not hop in there, bro. It's looking dangerous.
Oh my god, Toph is staying alive. Toph is in loser
Yeah.
semis. Toph beat H-Jax. And Moo.
Hey, yo.
Oh, my spreadsheet hasn't updated.
Well, they haven't reported it yet, but it's in the results.
Oh.
Alright, Kopi and Mono. This is a big lobby.
All right. We got oh gosh, Mambo in the name. I'm getting banned. But Melt up here, pulling up lots of repeats, lots of Taiki. We got double Ogre, one of the end variety, one of the late. So we're gonna have a battle here. There is a Smart Falcon, and then a Haru to pull it back at the end of the Agnes Digital. This could be incredibly explosive.
Yeah, can never count the digital out, and Oguri end is just going to be scary. And there's a late too. But it just depends if this Falcon can fight this Suzuka or not in the beginning. Like, if they pull far away, they might not be able to get an activation.
Yeah. We did see if you are, as a Smart Falcon, able to just come out of the gate really fast or potentially have the rest of the lobby kidnap the Suzuka for just long enough to get right out of the early game, then
Maybe.
Smart Falcon pop Smartly Stardom and then just become the runaway instead.
Yeah. If that happens, then the Falcon is in a really great spot. Otherwise, I don't know, it might be the Suzuka or one of the ends who take it instead.
Yeah. Yeah, this digital is definitely going to be looking for that advantage to take away from these front runners as they're all trying to clamor for positioning, just come on the outside. And the early game doesn't matter that much as compared to what Suzuka and Smart Falcon are going to want. And looking at these excels are going to be very, very important. Right, all excels going out, dodging danger. Are we going to see prudent positioning? No. And we're going to see debuff
Suzuka pulls
immediately.
away. Yeah.
Nice. Oh no.
Ooh. Smart Falcons not looking great so far. In the middle of the pack and got nothing to trigger anything off of. I'm looking at this. This pace is so fast.
Yeah,
Super stand.
El Condor Pasa is about to overtake Suzuka. That is massive. Gets in front of the Speed Eater as well.
Ooh, the Taiki's and Digital's in a good spot.
As we round this final quarter, Taiki is going to pop, shooting for victory, but El Condor Pasa gets to activate Victoria por Plancha at the proper time in first place. Give Mummy a hug to compound head on Plancha activation. This Taiki's going to be accelerating, but is it going to be enough? All eyes are going to be on El Condor Pasa. This Agnes Digital just trying to make something happen, but there is no distance possible to make it up. And this El Condor Pasa is gone. The other Umas left the screen despite the cameraman trying to fit them in. And we have seen why Neko Gao is moving on to the winners finals, making such a huge tear the whole day.
Man. Victoria por Plancha is an absolutely messed up skill if you can pay the bills. And with stats like these, you absolutely can.
Yeah, just had three inherits too. It's like, oh, if in case I'm not first for some reason, I have Give Mummy a Hug on top of angling, and then of course Operation Cacao giving you extra mid game can also proc Kiss for Courage, but I think that's a little too greedy for what Nekogao was wanting to train this time around.
Yeah, that El Condor Pasa. Those uniques, bro, had a plan A, B, C, and D. Like, was ready for every situation possible.
Although a certain Smart Falcon player, Badok, the most notable Smart Falcon player, has fallen, the other representative who has also placed highly in the Open League at Genesis, you might know him very well. It's Pick, who is still staying alive in the bracket here.
I've seen Pick around, yeah. I'm not familiar with what they play, though.
They're playing fronts. You want to see the lobby composition?
Oh.
117.
Let me see. Oh, 7 fronts? Oh, take me, bro, what? Let me see.
This Priaro's bringing
Okay.
a bourbon. Pick's bringing a bourbon. It's looking a little bit like the
Double
front
S
lobby.
Oh, unearthly Psyche, yo, 07, bro. I feel like you don't have a chance. Unless you have so much wit game. And Unearthly is also running Ogre as a late. Maybe that might do something, but you'd have to hit really hard in order to beat this demonic lobby with 7 fronts.
Yeah, this kind of situation is why it's awkward sometimes to play Pace Taiki, right? Unless you have that demonic amount of mid game, and Unearthly, of course, one of the best players, does have a demonic amount of mid game. But will it be enough is the question when you're facing 7 fronts. Will you even be able to get close to the position?
Yeah, it's looking rough for these for the Ogre and Taiki. Of course, Taiki having Speed Eater is going to hit no one in this lobby, so it's not even gonna activate actually. So it's looking bad for Unearthly Loki. I cannot lie.
Yep, that is the reasoning behind front Taiki, perhaps, but of course, Pace Taiki better in other matchups. We'll see what happens in this lobby. 2 bourbons, one with Dirt C, one with Dirt A. Dirt A bourbon is a little bit unhinged, I will say.
Yeah, you'd have to triple inspose. That really showed the dedication and maybe a little bit insanity behind, building front bourbon on this CM particularly. I'm getting my eyes on Suzuka. Will she be able to proc all her XLs at the beginning of the race and create a gap, or will the other fronts just kidnap her?
We'll have to see. So many front runners. Suzuka needs to get off to a good start here. And, ooh, it's looking not very good for the Suzuka. So many front runners. The way ahead completely blocked. Unyielding Spirit, desperate to try and make it to first place. Suzuka passing by. No, not even. Just getting completely eaten up. And that's going to be the Sparkly Stardom. She's swallowed by the pack.
Yeah, no, she just failed to get to the front. I feel like that's it. She doesn't have any more mid game. So, you know, number 3, Smart Falcon. That's gonna be big. Smart Falcon just leading the race. We'll have to see the Smarrow behind her can close a gap, maybe get to second, fight for angling, but it's looking rough.
Yep, she has unfortunately been silenced. The other Smart Falcons also approaching here. Priaro trying to contest the Maruzensky from Priaro as well. But Pick maintaining the lead for now. Number 3, Smart Falcon. Pick around the corner, looking for that angling and scheming. Front runner corners, angling and scheming. Will find it here. And the Victoria Portblanca for good measure for the Excel. Forward march on the Suzuka is a bit of an afterthought here, but it's looking really good for the Smart Falcon, who is accelerated fully. And Pick is securing a spot in the grand final. Not quite. The winner's final with this Smart Falcon. Guys,
Oh, just out mid game. The Suzuka, that's crazy showing.
we should have looked at the
From Pigs,
Suzuka. The
Smart-
Suzuka's not run away.
What? What? Dude, bro, just do another career. What do you mean not run away? Wait, let me see this.
It's
Wait,
just
There's a green scale missing.
this Suzuka's just here. This Suzuka just
Oh.
is just out here to speed eater, I guess.
Ah, I see.
It's okay if we cut this part
Oh.
out. No one will know.
Damn, I've been
Quick, chat,
talking
clip it.
smack and saying kidnapped and all that. Turns out she's not even a runaway. Wait, she did good for a normal front. No, like third, consistent second.
But we're also
Whoa.
seeing why
Could've-
like
could've fooled me.
as good as the pace Taiki is, when you run into 7 fronts, pace gets a little bit difficult.
Yeah, I completely forgot that there's a Taiki even in there. And don't even talk about the Ogre.
No.
Was there an Ogre?
Ogre got third. Ogre,
Yeah.
Ogre like almost did something.
Oh, snap, damn. I only look at first and second, Loki. Oh,
What? You gotta look at third. 5v5 points. 4-2-1.
oh, true.
Fine,
Yo, sign up for
boy.
5v5, by the way.
Yeah, if you're
Hop
in
into
the,
the Discord. You're already signed up.
if,
Sign
Kopi,
up for the 5v5.
Kopi, I better see you in the 5v5s.
Wait, what are the 5v5s?
But there's an entire category in the Discord. We do 5v5 drafts.
No, like the day.
Like I think people have been queuing every day, so there's at least one game every day.
I mean, okay. I need to
What
do the
else are you
stupid
gonna do, right?
Discord thing of add the channels to Discord because it doesn't want to do
That's
it.
true. Worst Discord feature.
I mean, while you're waiting for make a new track to drop, right? Or what's it called?
Track
Start of a new
Blazer.
whatever. Track Blazer, right. Yeah, while you're waiting for that to drop, sign up. You're not gonna do any parent runs, right? Why would you? So just
I mean-
do some 5v5s, have fun.
Grandparent run. I'm still doing ace runs.
I mean, come on, man. Maybe ace runs.
I'm chasing the elusive Rehoto Burb. I don't care that I have a 95% win rate day one. I want this more.
I respect it, okay?
My bourbon
But still
only has
show up for the
40% win
5v5s when you're
rate.
done. So I gotta ask, because I'm kind of curious, what possesses you to go, hey, I'm gonna run an Uma that needs 3 pink inspirations.
Um,
I gotta hear
I
from
love
you,
bourbon.
Kobe. I mean, yeah.
I'm
no,
gonna
that's
do the
according to
exact
you?
same when Versina releases. I'm making her win Ari McKeenan.
Oh,
Also,
dude, you're crazy. I
also-
tried that.
Bourbon is like S+ tier if you can make her work in this CM.
Yeah.
If you can make her work, though, right?
I will simply be
I
stronger.
feel like that's a big if.
All right. We got our next set. Gonna be having a melt up, pull back up for the last possible chance to make something happen. This is your life. There's a lot of front runners here. Wait, do we have double runaway Suzuka? Triple runaway?
Oh my god, the Giga Nuke.
Oh, the prisoner's dilemma. Hold it out strong. And the double Digiton.
Familiar face.
Not front runner Zoguri. Not a based player.
No. Yeah. Even though there's a lot of
Wait,
fronts runaways, there's some scary ends in the back
is this
here.
is this debuffer Pasa? Or are we actually running end closer for real?
Wait, yeah.
Oh, it's debuffer.
It's
Okay.
debuffer. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So there's very few potential aces, looking primarily to those Taikis and Digitons and Zoguri as the only ones to win, unless one of these Suzukas avoids spot struggle.
It is very unlikely that two get kidnapped, I think.
You never know.
Oh boy, I will be floored if that happens.
Maybe two of them miss groundwork, they late start, even with concentration, and the other one doesn't. That would be enough.
I don't know, this still feels astronomical to me, but if we're gonna go on the leg for all these odds, I would put my money on any of the ends instead.
Honestly, if we
late.
do see a Suzuka win, it's because they hit downhill Excel mode the whole time.
Yeah. Like high roll 10 seconds. Are they even on the downhill for 10 seconds?
Oh no. I mean, if you can hit it, you can hit it.
Yeah.
Primarily, it'll be Nub Nelson's Suzuka to hit that, since with the debuffer being a little bit of an extra edge, it could cause issues. Let's see how these Suzukas line out of the gate. Excel's all being proc, concentrations, runaways, all of them, and one Suzuka stands alone. It is Oreos.
Melt up pulling ahead with the overtake. Yeah, no,
Wait.
losing ground, so it's.
That might mean avoid spot struggling.
Could. Although these Taikis are keeping up pretty well. I don't know, this looks very dangerous for everyone else. These Taikis are so close.
It's on is progging that Taiki. Shooting for victory is going to come on out. Just before Excel Zone, though, might be able to carry over just a bit as the leading Suzuka here from Oreo is going to get quickly overtaken by Meltup's Taiki shuttle. The Agnes Digital is coming on in. Oreo actually might be breathing a huge sigh of relief as this final sprint procs. Digital is actively coming in. It moves ahead of the Taikis. It is a Taiki versus Digital. And no, the Taiki holds on. And that should be Melt Up's Taiki claiming it right back from Oreo.
Oh my god, that was an insanely tight finish there. Taiki barely hanging on to that lead.
A leg. It looks so good for Oreo with that Digital unique procking so close to the end, but instead that love and care Melt Up chose ended up taking it over, just able to fight right back. The Suzuka is not enough.
Yeah, and that's really surprising too, because Meltup's Taiki was just running faster, right? Is that the Mile S difference? Mile S versus Mile A?
Mile S would have
the
been the
Mile
actual
S would have made
difference.
a difference.
Illegal stat line as well. What is it this time? What What's the late searcher deck for this? Because obviously we have Gold City in there for Kenai.
Ooh, interesting deck. What the heck? No Rico. Just 3 speed, 3 wit.
A really high power Sparks, I guess.
What is the growth rate?
Yeah, it has to be.
Power growth rate?
She's like an 8-8-7-7 growth is cooked. Like 8 speed,
Oh, yeah.
8 stamina, 7 power, 7 wit. It's all over the place, really.
Oh, let's see where is he good? Yeah, moving to losers final. It's gonna be a nice setup. Is this what our own? How many of our top seeds are actually only top 5 seed to make it into top 7?
Yeah. Congrats, you made it to the graphic. You're gonna be there no matter what. Like, you can rest easy. No, top 3 is preferable, but hey, you're gonna be in the tweet. That's all that matters, no?
I mean, winning is all that matters.
I mean, that special week plushie. I'm kind of thinking about it. Yeah.
I got bad
No,
news.
yeah,
The
winning is
plushies
what
are
that
no
matters.
longer the prize.
Wait, what are we playing for then? What's the point? Oh, Saya?
Budget cuts.
Oh no, we playing for the love of the game?
No, we're playing for prizes provided by Yokura. Shout out to the fighting game artists that I saw at 2 different conventions so far. Probably more this
Yo.
year because I'm going to too many, and Kopi has changed their reactive. Bang.
Yeah.
Oh,
I become
see,
wide.
Small text.
I didn't realize I would become so wide when I changed it to this.
You're now just like Jesu,
First-
who took up like the spot of 3 people with the Buena Vista commentator drawing, whatever.
Yeah, but instead it is now Versina and Ramonu during Tucker's Grinding Island. She'll let me rush she's normal, so she got a big head. It's alright.
Let's see, what match do we have coming up next? have
This is gonna be
winners
the last one
final.
for the block. We got
Oh,
a bit of a Frosty Fostings a return here, but featuring Toph, Graham Sandwich, and Napers. How'd you say that name?
I'll call it nap just in case. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, front heavy lobby. I think I only see 1 late so far. What about the other Umas at the bottom? Okay, late pace. I think that's like 2 lates. 2 pace, like 5 fronts. It's gonna be a front-loaded lobby for sure. No Suzuka's inside though. So fronts can sigh, breathe a sigh of relief, kinda.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Of course, I think the biggest threat in this lobby is that Taiki shuttle from Toph, but Bourbon is here as well. Dirt S Mile A. This is ridiculous Bourbon.
What is that? Like 4 inspiration hits? Yeah, it's a very scary Bourbon. Very scary indeed. I think the Taikis are gonna have to, as usual, work hard for the 3rd and 4th positions because of they're dominated by fronts initially, right? So they'll have to work their way into the front pack in order to proc their ultimates.
We'll see what happens as we head into this loser semifinal match. This is important because top 15 and top 7 are 2 completely different things, right? Like one gets you noticed, the other is forgotten, and it's pronounced Neppers. Okay, good confirmation.
Right then.
No.
Yeah, here's Toph, number 1 top favorite Uma.
Hot spring ticket even. This lucky bastard.
He hit everything? Everything was hit on that run.
And do you even need your own fine motion at that point? Maybe not. But as we get started, the Taiki Shuttles will have to try and eat the fronts alive here. We'll see if that's the case. Oh, a little bit notable is the late start coming out of the Valentine Bourbon here. That's going to make it so that she's in a bit of a rough spot compared to the Smart Falcon. And Toph's number 4, Smart Falcon, is looking quite good here. Also notable, Graham Sandwich number 7, looking to try and overtake the Summer Mars. Sparkly Stardom proc. That could be the mid game that makes a difference here.
Yeah, no, Toph's Smart Falcon was creating such a distance, but it looks like Graham Sandwich is slowly catching up. Of course, Valentine Bourbon popping her ult a bit early in this game. But I think she can't even catch up to the fronts. I think it's a little too late. Toph still hanging on to the lead.
And not just that, number 9 Taiki Shuttle in the perfect spot here. Maybe overtaking a little bit too much. They're shooting for victory from 3rd place. That's Toph's Taiki Shuttle on the outside, Professor of Curvature for good measure. And it's going to be holding hands at the finish line. Number 4, number 9. It's going to be Smart Falcon and Taiki Shuttle dominant here. No one even close. The Ogre Cap, the only contender from Graham Sandwich, but too far, too much distance. Trap Impulse, soulful 0.45, not soulful enough as Taiki Shuttle will close it out, and Toph will advance to the top 7.
Yeah. Whoa, that Taiki hit. That Taiki was zooming. Even though, you know, the Smart Falcon was running it down, Taiki still managed to find that gap, pop her ult, and just say, see ya, I'm gone. That was crazy. 1-2 finish. Graham Sandwich taking 3rd.
Yep. Still very well played to make it all the way here, but unfortunately will not be able to make it any further as Toph and Melta await the losers finals. And there's 2 more of those here, but that'll be for the next block of casters.
Thanks for having me. You know, good luck to the next to the rest of the contestants.
Sorry, do you mind if I shill real quick?
Yeah, you can chill.
If you're going to Texas Showdown, I will be running the Umamusume bracket. Will be CM11 conditions. Will be the exact same format as Carat Clash, and there are tons and tons of prizes. Even the Texas Showdown organizers assisted me with giving me extra Umamusume merch to give away. So be there, please.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. I know that there will be ads, but after the ads, there'll be the final, so don't go anywhere. I'm multiplying the Falcorps.
Hi everybody, I am here to cast the finals here for Carat Clash number 12. We're here with Jade-Su, Destin, and Unearthly. I'm going to be casting with Unearthly for this one, as we're going to be casting our own race here.
Exciting. So,
Yeah.
So taking a look at this one, so unlike some of the lobbies that we've seen, this one is a bit more balanced, where we have 4 fronts, 2 pace, 2 late, and 1 end. So obviously with the 4 fronts, if the pace chasers want to get in range for their excels, they're going to have to push past at least one of them. But really, it's a lobby where anyone can take it.
Interesting. I'm looking at this, Elcor Condor Pasta, and obviously not a horse that we see in End Closer very often, nor is it just a position we see in Miles generally. It's a debuffer. That explains that. Yeah, just going to be there to assist the fellow horses. In the meantime, though, looking at all of these, we do see on your left here from that air group looking very scary. A lot of excels, typically, I'm seeing. What are the key abilities we're going to be looking for from this?
Yeah, so I mean, definitely from the front runners. Of course, we have Angling and Scheming along with Victoria Plancha, but there's also the Unrestrained or Final Push, which can really give you that extra punch going into the late game. But then from the lates, we have on your left, let's pump some iron. So if they can get into that 6th position, that really helps them accelerate. But it's going to be difficult to actually get that 6 because they have to push back past the fronts and the pace chasers in a really small window, so that may be difficult. But and then also Ogre, the regular Ogre, has Corner Connoisseur, which is a bit of a random skill, but if it procs at the right time, can really put you into contention for winning the race.
Yeah, getting some double excels potentially could be really, really strong as we enter the final spurt. The horses are going to be in the paddock as well. Going to be sent off in just a second. We'll see if the front runners here are going to command the lead throughout the race, or if any of those horses in the back are going to be able to catch up.
Well, we see that they get off to a good start. No one particularly held back, but both Marazenskis behind the front Christmas Ogre. So
well, they'll have to push past if they want to get anything done.
Yeah, we saw some Taiki abilities coming through there. The Unyielding Spirit coming through as well to get all of the extra speed that those mid-pack horses need in order to get into the final stretch here.
Yeah, so looking at the pack in the back, they are not moving too far. They're going to need to move up if they really want to get in contention for these front runners. Right now, I'm scared about this this Suzuka. If she hits a good unrestrained, it might be over.
Yeah, and right now, Suzuka is going to maintain the lead for now, but Christmas Ogre going to be hot on her heels right now. We're going to see that unrestrained finally proc, and yeah, there it is. That Suzuka is going to start pulling away. None of the other horses have been able to really hit their acceleration. We have On Your Left and Air Group, but she's just too far behind, and this lead is just too dominant here from the Suzuka. She's going to be the one to take it all the way through. She's going to be the one to cross the finish line without a single other horse on the screen. And an entire delay there for a full second before any other horses caught up. Suzuka takes it in a dominant fashion.
Yeah, that really shows the power of specifically the runaway. Because we saw a non-runaway Suzuka earlier, but by being runaway, you're uncontested in that first place if you have the mid-game to keep up. And then you just hit your unrestrained and there's no one in sight.
Yeah, that is a crazy lead. 6 links
Look
on
at
the
that,
mile.
6 lengths, wow.
Yeah, absolutely disturbing. But yeah, like you mentioned, a uncontested, unrestrained runaway Suzuka just can do that sometimes. And yeah, looking at that, the Dirt S, the Mile S, this is just an insane build all around. It's no question why the Suzuka here is leading the charts.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, the gap on the chart is so soulful too. You see 6 lengths and you're like, oh, I wonder if there's like a similar distance between the other racers. No, they were like mad close. It's like nose, like a couple lengths, but Suzuka was like, she was on a different track, bro. She just zoomed.
We love gambling.
She
We
made
do, we do.
Oh, but you gotta respect Solus, the OG. He's been in a couple different Carat clashes. CM7 notably, he was running a solo ace Suzuka in the Suzuka meta, so he's pretty soulful. I respect his Suzuka and his Suzuka alone.
Just him. He's among all the Suzukas, he alone is the soulful one. Yeah.
Yeah, because normally if she runs into another Suzuka, she's just dead. But this guy didn't care. He ran her as his only ace, and just said, "If I meet another one, then I'll die."
That's dedication.
Looks like we're gonna be going into this Mega 444 Walnut matchup next.
Okay.
I haven't been paying too much attention to their Umas.
Yes, that's going to put us into, once again, the losers semis. So fighting it out for a spot in, I imagine that's the losers finals on Toph's side, if I'm not mistaken. But all right.
Yeah, we've got one end, one late, one pace, and 6 fronts. Truly a wasteland.
This
could
is
be
the
pretty good,
CM10 like composition, right? It's just like so many fronts, and then all of a sudden you see like the massive distance, the wasteland, the desert that Taiki Shuttle is so comfortable, otherwise navigating.
Yeah, the Taiki Shuttle's gonna have a lot of trouble as the pace chaser, but that El Condor Pasa is a front runner. So if she has the right skills, she can still put herself in a pretty good position.
Okay. Taiki, of course, wanting to be like in that 3rd place, right? So it's 6 front runners to try and, overcome by the time that shooting for victory comes around. It's like, it's going to be a little tough to get into right position.
Yeah, meanwhile, the Pasa can be in second or first,
Yeah.
and she's pretty happy. And with the Speed Eater, too. So that front's just going to be a big ball of death as they go into it.
Let's see it. Once again, our losers semifinals. I believe this is the last of our losers semis as well, just closing things out. So,
Yep. We're going to be looking probably, I would say the Smart Falcon's probably the favorite just based on the ease of training, but Valentine Bourbon has been looking pretty good in scrims from my point of view, too. She has pretty easy aptitudes to get up there with.
racers ready and waiting in the starting gates. Look at that sly smile from Ogre Cap. She's seen the rest of the successes from her Xmas versions in the previous races. She's like, all right, I got to keep up the reputation for Ogre and the rest of them as we head on into it. Racers just about ready.
Eventually.
One of these days. They're thinking, they're concentrating, they're focused, and they're taking the lead as well. No groundwork to be seen as the front runners, that pack of 6 immediately taking to the front, and the Falcos make their way to the front.
Yeah, we're seeing really good prudent positioning proc on the Smart Falcon, trying to get into that front position for the Sparkly Stardom, and she does get it off. They both get it off. It's just going to be a battle for sparkly freedom in the front as they try to escape the rest of that front pack.
Struggling in the front, like you mentioned, first and second just fighting for it with the double Smart Falcons. Summer Marazenski right behind, but of course El Condor Pasa just chilling in that 4th place. Valentine Bourbon and the second Summer Marazenski, of course, waiting in 5th and 6th. Taiki's shuttle just so far away from that 3rd place that she wants to be as she tries to pick up the pace towards the back of that front runner pack.
Yep, she's got a couple different Umas she's got to overtake if she wants to get into a good position, but that Pasa can maybe, just maybe, get into that second and get that plancha proc.
Yeah, hard to tell. I think Summer Marazenski just barely keeping her out as once again this wall kind of evens out in that final corner. Smart Falcon and Smart Falcon. Summer Marazenski falling to the back. The double Ogre Caps trying to make their way in through the inner rail. But the Smart Falcon has just made such a big lead. It's going to be so difficult to overcome. If anyone can do it, though, it's the triumphant pulse of Ogre trying to make up quite the distance in the last 200 meters. As we pull up post-skill proc, is it going to be enough? Can we catch up to the Umadal? Can the most beloved horse do it? She unfortunately falls just a bit short as Smart Falcon secures the victory, moving on to losers finals.
Yeah, they had I saw a couple of intense gaze procs. I wonder if that really helped get that half length.
Yeah, maybe just keeping the other runners at bay, just saying, all right, my Uvadal, you got it. I will stop them. I will hold them back and make sure that Mega once again qualifies for that losers finals, making it into that second slot right up with Toph.
Oh, man. Yeah, just a really good set of skills there. You get the final push, which is that understrained, but the white version. Got the DD, got the PP, got the groundwork, got the TTL. The full recipe.
Yeah, you got every acronym under the sun, man. And even then, it was still so close, making it into like the half-length situation. Like, Ogre Cap is inevitable, man. Not for this race, but she's always right behind you on your heels.
Oh, that's who I see in my nightmares chasing me.
So much discussion of dreams, man. I mean, all of the Umamusume have dreams, right? It's only fair that their trainers have some as well.
Yeah, just when you're like walking down like a dark alleyway in your dream, you just like hear the triumphant pulse behind you. You know,
if I heard Ogre Cap skill proc behind me, I would actually I would kick it into 5th gear. I would be so terrified, bro. I don't even think I'd be able to outrun it, but like before I even think about it, I'm sprinting.
Once you hear it, it's too late. It's
too late.
Like tackles you down, just like mugs you right on the spot, but everyone watches and they're like, it's so full.
I should have had more guts, man.
I mean, that's basically
they look and they see the assailant is the people's champ. It's like, oh, yeah, he had it coming. You know, that's on him. He should have been somewhere else.
That's a summary of the entire Cinderella Grey season 1, basically. The horse is just running, and then all of a sudden their eyes go wide, and they're like, oh.
Yeah. You see like the persona cut in, and then Ogre is like, I've been waiting for this. She like ties her shoes mid-race, and you're like, oh, it's time.
Yeah, just like it's time for our winners finals.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So it looks like we have 5 fronts in this lobby. So once again, it's going to make it difficult for everyone else. Maybe the end closers don't particularly mind being all the way in the back, but the paces are going to be pushed out of their comfortable position. And the lates as well are going to have a difficult time reaching into that pump range. But I guess that Ogre Cap is just a debuffer, so it doesn't really care where she is.
We just making anyone a debuffer nowadays, aren't we? we just doing anything. I think.
Well, one of the.
You got.
So I was gonna say one important consideration about debuffers and something that I think happened early in the tournament is you need to actually have dirt aptitude, because a lot of these debuff skills, like Intense Gaze or All Seeing Eyes, require actual field of view in order to proc. So if you have G Turf or G Dirt rather, and you're way back halfway through the race when everyone else is trying to finish, the skill doesn't do anything. So taking some of these Dirt Umas and just putting debuffs on them is an easy way to put together a debuffer.
That makes sense. It just doesn't feel right, you know? Just doesn't feel, it feels strange to see a support Ogre in these. And One thing I want to mention as a repeat from the last game we casted, there is an uncontested Suzuka here up front as well.
That's right. We saw Suzuka's power off in here, so we'll see whether she can prove that again.
It's not a runaway. Don't make the same mistake I did. It's not a runaway.
That's right.
Oh, this is just a standard front Suzuka? Well, all good is. Right now we do see that front runner contention come out here at the start of the race. El Condor Pasa is going to be keeping the lead, which is pretty good, but the Sparkling Stardom is going to proc anyways for Enki's Smart Falcon here.
That's definitely going to put her into a good position because she's really going to need to kick it up if she wants to catch up to that El Condor Pasa. Right now, it looks like she might just take that first position. And as we know, Condor position with both angling and scheming and the innate plancha is very difficult to catch up to.
Yeah, it is a bit scary here. Mahona Bourbon is going to proc her unique as well, but not being up front here is a little bit rough as we now are entering that final corner here.
Well, I think if anyone is going to try and win against this Pasa, it's going to need to be someone on the back, but it looks like they're pretty far behind.
Yeah, right now Pasa is going to be keeping the lead, but the Smart Falcon is coming up on her heels, but fortunately the poor Plancha has proc. Yeah, there she goes. El Condor Pasa is going to be soaring away here down on the final stretch. This bird has achieved liftoff. She's going to be taking it away from any other horse. Again, an entire screen between first place and anyone else on the track. The other Smart Falcons can only watch in horror as Pasa is going to be the one taking away the race.
Yeah, it really shows the power of El Condor Pasa in that if she can take that first, which is difficult, but if you build a really strong front Pasa, that she can really win very hard.
Yeah. Really, really well played. And we're talking here about the power of Pick and Enki, which is a rematch from the Open League Genesis that we saw a couple weeks back. But instead, it's going to be the third player here, Mambo or Nikogao, as a 44th seed, actually going to be taking that spot there in Grands.
Yep, just goes to show you anyone can become a new, strong trainer. Anyone can hit those good careers, and then all of a sudden you are a top trainer with the top Umas.
Yeah, that's how it is here out in the races. Sometimes your horse wins. That's it.
Sometimes, but not always.
Well, that's horse racing. It wouldn't be exciting if we knew who was going to win.
No,
Y'all
man, I
horses
hate
ain't always
losing.
winning, bros. Y'all horses aren't always winning? Question mark? Thinking emoji? Trainer check?
My horses never lose. I don't know what you guys. I definitely don't have a 35% win rate in CM right now.
We're not talking about my win rate in the CM, bro. Destin saw it live and he was like, ooh.
And more importantly, how about your win rate in Discord 5v5s?
Oh, that win rate's pretty strong.
I need to do some more 5v5s. I've only done 2 so far, and it's a lot of fun. I just need to find the right time to queue up.
Yeah, hey, Saya, as someone who has not joined any of the 5v5 so far, how would one go about joining if they were curious and wanted to stop on by?
You know, I think one of the biggest pushers for the 5v5 format, Brickbat, can explain.
I'm gonna
He loves 5v5. He loves 5v5 so much.
I love. Okay, well, I was the main guy that did a lot of the play tests here for 5v5, and scrapped together kind of this alongside Terumi. And if you want to sign up for it, you could grab the 5v5 roll over on the Duck Guide, aka Sayaduk's Pond. That's what we're calling it now. Sayaduk's Pond, Duck Guide. You can grab that roll, and it'll add you to the category where you could queue up for some 5v5s, all solo queue style. I've been so excited. I haven't actually gotten to play because this last week I've been stuck grading finals, but I'm done now, and I think I've made a resolve. Right. Everyone's here just like picking like Ogre and Digital and Dover and blah blah blah, but like no one's an elo terrorist yet. Everyone's really just like tried to win, and I just realized there's a niche, just as in biology where there's new niches that can be filled. Each organism will push and attempt to fill in that niche, and an organism, have found a niche. I think we gotta start throwing it out. I know that people have been talking about like PFP metas. Okay, there's a race here, but PFP metas. So like, I gotta set my profile pic to like something disturbing to really send it off. But anyways, I'm gonna hand it over to Destin and J2, and they're gonna actually talk about the game.
Yeah, not to disturb the story about the 5v5s. Hopefully you guys stop on by. But once again, there is another 3v3v3 in our losers finals, trying to make it up into that grand finals reset potential territory. Who do we have in the lobby, Destin?
I got Meltup, Inky, and my boy Solus. And we have some mirror matchups and some interesting picks. We got the Chiono, of course. We got the Falcon, but we have 2 Taikis, 2 Suzukas. And I don't know if
we got
both
that
of
dirt
them,
SGO. Let's go.
I don't know if both of them are runaway. They are both runaway.
Okay,
So
real runaway Suzukas here.
we might get to see the Chiono pop off finally. But it's probably gonna be the Taiki. I mean, I'm
Thinking emoji, you know, we've seen this movie before, right?
yeah.
There's up in our last 3 races.
There's a lot of pacers. It could be anyone's game. Those Taikis could get shut out of that 3-4. I want to hope. I want to believe. But actually, I'm pretty okay with the Taiki win, too.
Yeah, right? All right, the races are getting ready, doing their stretch. She is so excitable, man. She's out there doing, like, the mini jumping jacks. She got the colon 3 face.
Digital actually looked a little locked in. She doesn't seem as unhinged when she's in the starting gate. Maybe because she can't see any of the other Umas. They're all next to her.
Exactly. She's blocked off, but once she makes it onto the track, like, she's in pure bliss. But all right, races are ready at the starting gate.
Go. Oh.
All early start. And no late starts to be seen. We see that concentration, and of course the Suzuka's taking to the front with that run away pack. Smart Falcon actually trying to keep up a little bit, feeling a little bit of FOMO. They do call her the silent Suzuka of the dirt, so I understand the attachment, but falls back a little.
Yeah, and this was a pretty significant spot struggle. They just finished spot struggling now, so I'm not sure if either of the Suzukas are going to have the stamina to really go all the way. But I know who can go all the way, and it's that Taiki. She is in 4th, which is good enough as long as she can hold off that Chiono.
Yeah, exactly. The other Taiki shuttle just right behind the Chio, you know, dueling right next to her. So hopefully able to take that 5th position if she can move up a little bit, but still so far away from the other Taiki. Once again, the Silent Suzuka's rounding this final corner. The Smart Falcon trying to make her way through the outside. Second Suzuka falling back a little bit here, maybe dying on the stamina as Taiki shuttle once again shooting for victory as she tries to make her way up through the center. Silent Suzuka falling away through the inner rail, and all these debuffs are hitting as well, just making it so much more difficult to try and catch up the Taiki shuttle. Chio trying to make anything work, but there's still just not enough time to overcome the distance. Digital trying to mount her attack through the middle, but it might just be too late with the distance this large. Taiki shuttle just about to cross the finish line with a commanding victory.
Yeah, Digital went full Gremlin mode, but you just can't close that gap that fast. That's okay, Suzuka. Don't be too sad.
She made it to losers finals, man. You're already in the top 7. You gotta pick your head up, Queen.
That's why I like running Haru. She always smiles and waves. I don't have to feel guilty when I just see them looking down in the dirt, dejected.
Exactly. Even in the second place, you can feel the heartbreak, but no heartbreak for our Taiki shuttle. Well, heartbreak for one of our Taiki shuttles. But for Enki's team, moving on to the loser side of grand finals.
I didn't even notice that Digital walked into second place. I didn't even like see her that entire time.
Teleportation technology.
Yeah, that was
Oh my God,
crazy.
you're right.
It's like, where did she come from? Jesus.
Yeah, she had a pretty late lead the charge. Sorry.
Right, but sometimes, especially when they're when they're swinging really wide, you don't really notice them, but then suddenly they're in, second or third place.
Yeah, just out there in Narnia, but sometimes they come back through the closet and they're like, hi. And then they
Yeah, it's a deceiving camera angle, man. You
Yeah,
just see like the front,
really
you're like,
is.
oh, Taiki Shuttle's gonna win. Then all of a sudden, like you check the placings, you're like, wait a minute, Digital was actually much closer than I might have thought. But fortunately, off screen is not what we're gonna be seeing for that second place. But we do have our other side of losers finals now. Who do we have up next?
Oh, do you see a bit of a repeat here? I mean, we've seen there's some familiar faces, obviously. Toph actually going to be showing up. Was going to cast this, but unfortunately could not make it. But we do get to see his Umas here to represent him in that stead. We've seen Pick and Mega before as well. Good showings, but unfortunately weren't able to close it out winners. But we'll see what they can do now.
So this looks like it's going to be another seven front lobby. So it's really going to be a battle for the front. But so let's see. So Pix, as a reminder, so Pix Suzuka is the regular front runner, not a runaway. So that means that we're going to have a very fierce battle for that front runner spot. Of course, Smart Falcon, always a very strong contender with her really good early game, unique on top of her innate skills. So we'll just have to see whether they can keep that lead that they get in the start.
Yeah, it's messed up. It really ever since Destin said it one time, it's been stuck with me. But like, you're really the Wasteland fan. It is just so brutal. There is no flowers here. There are no streams, no meadows, no life really here in this meta. It's kill or be killed. It's horse eat horse world out there up front, and well, everyone else I guess can die. I think that's the proper word to use.
Yeah, I mean it is possible for lates or ends. I would say particularly ends. We haven't seen too many ends. Maybe the occasional digital, but they're often just late. But if you get the right carryover, say with daring attack and curvature, the consistent accelerations can put you in contention. But pace is difficult. There's really nothing for pace to do in a 7 front lobby.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate, which I think there was one pace. I believe it was Toph's Taiki shuttle, so fortunately she's probably going to be shut out already. You can just see her falling back as this wave of Uma has been moving here in the front.
But we see El Condor Pasa actually taking the lead in front of the other ones, not keeping it for too far, but if she can contest that, she'll be a strong contender for the win.
Yeah, that poor Plancha is absolutely deadly in the final straight, but for now, it's actually this Falco moving forward. Number 8, Toast Falco. We actually have a little bit of a lead, but just as I say that, the other Falcon is going to go meet her up front.
Yeah, it really shows you the power of wit as we saw them, different Umas moving forward and back. The higher the wit, the more you'll succeed in moving forward in those situations.
And now we're going to be entering the final stretch. Smart Falcon trying to keep the lead for now, but Maru Zensky going to be hot on her heels. Ignited Speed's going to proc up the Miles corners as well. Not a lot of ability procs here, which means that what we see is what we get. Yes, Smart Falcon going to be running ahead here. Poor Plancha going to be missing. Ogre there with On Your Left maybe can make up for it, but no, the distance is too big. Maru Zensky, the only other horse that could potentially contest, but that's front runner v front runner. And that means that the Idol is going to be the one to take it again. First place going to be going to Smart Falcon. That front Wasteland, dog eat dog, horse eat horse, leaves the biggest horse, Smart Falcon, here victorious.
Yeah, and like you said, there were not a ton of abilities going off, but that's in the case where just being in the front and hitting that angling and scheming, you really, you don't need more than that. It's everyone else that needs to hit ability after ability to contend with that.
Yo,
damn, his ass took the whole podium too.
Yeah,
what the
hell? That's crazy. I mean, damn.
Wait,
he missed the cast. He could have really he could have just stood up here and be like, all right, well, I'm the podium, I'm the king. But no, now he's just watch. I feel like I've taken a moment away from him. This is so sad.
It's like perfect. All three
It's
Toph,
perfectly
all
sorted,
three
yeah.
Mega, all three Big.
Oh.
He really wanted revenge for Genesis Trainers Trials, man. Holy. It wasn't enough that he should win. It's enough that Pig should lose.
It's like, I don't want to just win. I want to crush. But that means we have our lineup for the grand finals.
Yeah, that we do. So, is going to be Neko up there in the winner's side. So, I forget if we did this for the last CM or if you guys have seen this format before, but there is a potential for grand finals reset, which is to say, Neko only has to win once to be able to be your Carat class champion. But because Toph and Enki came in from the loser's side, they have to win once to reset grand finals and then win again. So we have a potential of, I think, up to 3 matches here, to determine our winner of Carat Clash. But Neko definitely coming in with a big advantage from the winner's side.
Yeah, but wait, is it 3? Like, what happens if Toph wins this one, and then
Oh, 4. You're
Inky
right,
wins
yeah.
the next one, and then that'd be a real
No,
nail
no,
biter.
no, it's still max 3.
Yeah,
It's
right.
still max 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, true. Because if Neko won, right, on the third one, then they would just immediately win. Even if Toph and Enki have like the reset kind of like
Oh, you're
stocked
right,
up
you're
in their
right.
back pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, throwback to last Carat Clash when we just kept terrorizing in Twitch chat and saying no reset question mark, and then there actually was no reset. There was no reset because the winner won.
Dude, we were just sitting in like the backstage VC and we were like, dude, where's our reset? And then people in the chat were like, oh, is there actually no reset? And I could feel Saya's soul like decomposing live in front of us. He was like, no, they're getting rage baited by my casters. No.
He even like interrupted them at some point. He was like, guys, why do we keep saying there's no reset?
He was definitely like hovering our names in the chat and he was like, I should ban you, man. I see the VIP icon that I put on your name. I'm about to take it right back and ban you for the next 7 days. You're not going to be able to chat for Carat Clash 11, bro.
Every Carat Clash is just the casters throwing Saya around that he's just like, please, no.
Please, I just want to watch Umamusume, man. What the hell?
Oh, it looks like we do have the room code. Let's see if I can remember these lineups. I know Toph has. Does Inky have a runaway, or does Neko have one?
Let's see. And I mean, I see for Neko, it's Pasa, it's Ogre Cap, and it's Haru Aurora. Enki gonna be pulling up with the Agnes Digital, Smart Falcon, and Taiki Shuttle as well. So no runaways to be seen just yet.
I would love it if Haru Aurora could win Carat Clash.
It would be so dope, man.
Unfortunately, with the way these lobbies, that's a full debuffer. Never mind.
Yeah, I saw that 800 speed. I was like, you are not destined. You are not built to be the victor today. But she will still cross the finish line with a smile on her face. She won't cross it in first place, but she'll just be happy to be there.
Oh man, it's on dirt, man. Why'd you have to make her a debuffer? This is her home territory.
She's on support on her home turf, man. Or I guess home dirt. You're right. I can't call it the home turf anymore.
Beneath every layer of turf, it is just dirt. It's okay.
That's what I'm saying, man. Dude, I hope you guys are excited for some of the new Umas that are coming out very soon. I've been planning out some of my pulls. Kopano Riki does not run on turf, and she is a dirt racer because she is the Feng Shui horse, and she cannot feel the vibrations of the earth when they're disconnected from the turf. But if her trainer had told her Destin's advice from right now, dude, there's dirt under all the turf. You just have to like look a layer deeper. Maybe she would be the Agnes Digital over time, but we can't all be the goat of every battlefield.
She might just be schizophrenic. I don't know.
A little bit. That's my prevailing theory, but you know, I'll
is she
give her a
running
little bit of
barefoot?
credit. No, she definitely has like very ornate boots on. Like they're actually they're pretty sick.
What vibrations are we feeling through the boots, man?
That's a great question. Like if you look at the design for Kopano Riki, she has like the wondrous, like legendary boots, bro. If you told me that she could fly in those boots, I would believe you just based off of the design.
Speaking of bare feet and boots, one of
What are
the
you
teams
talking
that
about,
has
man?
formed actually is a huge enthusiast of boot trivia. Shout out to Flying Pick, who we saw lose earlier. But that guy is a 5v5. They're looking to be a top 5v5 team. That's what I wanted to say. Go get the roll.
I was thinking of a way to like shuffle 5v5 into this, but like, but that was not the way I was thinking.
Well,
every word you
there's-
spoke just like gave more anxiety into the pit of my stomach. I was like, what is he talking about?
they really like shoes, and when Uma take them off over there.
No.
in that thread-
What brickbat
Post-training,
means?
yeah,
what
post-training, yeah.
No,
yeah.
what brickbat means is the legend race, Uma shoe sorter, guessing whatever that thing.
Some of them, I'm not gonna lie, are more difficult than I would have expected. Like I'm just like, oh, I don't think I've ever seen that pair of boots in my life, and they're like, oh, it's Silent Suzuka. I'm like, I'm a fraud. man.
I've
But there are no
also-
frauds to be seen in the grand finals as we head on into it. It's not necessarily our final race, but our final set of races. Once again, Neko coming in from the winner's side. Toph and Enki have to win twice before Neko is able to take it once.
Yeah, and Neko running. I was looking at the Umas while we were waiting on everybody to join in, and I didn't realize that the Neko is just running solo ace. That's a debuff for Ogre, debuff for Aurora.
Wait, debuff for Ogre. Wait, this truly is a soulful
Yeah,
team.
that's
No
what
wonder you're in the winner's side. Hold on now.
That's what Brickbat was saying. We just make anybody a debuffer nowadays. I
We
didn't know this is who he was talking about.
Are there any other debuffers I should know of? That's a sea of red in the skills list. I gotta be for real.
Yeah, and I mean these are all really strong horses or really strong supports. All deserving to be here. I guess Neko would not be the first solo ace to win a Carat Clash. I think Badok was also a solo ace when he won 3 CCs ago with his Smart Falcon.
Yeah, I know a lot of folks are probably thinking that Badok would have a solid shot of making it into the grand finals here. Of course, that Smart Falcon Oshi. But there are a couple Smart Falcons in our grand finals, so the Umadal legacy still stays alive and strong. They really got the saloon doors for this, man. No wonder Taiki is so good on this damn map.
Yeah, I wonder what the lore behind that is. I mean, it's not like this is being held in the Midwest.
That's what I'm saying, man. We have American courses in Umamusume now, but this is not one of them, man. We're in Tokyo. We're in the heart of Japan.
No, actually, I think I remember watching a old Clint Eastwood movie where they were in Tokyo. Actually,
Oh, yeah?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they were like wearing the
Yeah,
cowboy
Taiki
boots
Shuttle
and
was a
everything.
cameo. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, it was actually Marzinski because it was like 40 years ago. But
Oh, you're right. Grandma was the main character there. Taiki Shuttle watched it on the VHS tape afterwards. But let's see if she can go from side to main character here. As once again we're in our grand finals. The racers ready at the starting gate. Just waiting for that light. Let's see it. And off to the races they go. Everyone be taking the lead, man. Everyone's debuffing. Everyone's taking the lead. El Condor Pasa, Summer Marzensky, and a couple Smart Falcons take to the front.
yep, and I will be very surprised if we don't see some sparkly stardom coming off soon. There we go from Toph. Going to try and push that Smart Falcon into the far front ahead of the Summer Marzinski and see if she can hold it off. The El Condor Pasa also critically looking to get into that second place. And both of the Taikis currently locked out of their accelerations. If they want any hope of winning, they're going to have to overtake at least one of those fronts.
Yeah, the Taiki's just waiting in the middle. Toph kind of taking that first and third spot right now, but like you said, El Condor Pasa trying to make her way and Spot struggling for that first position as we make our way through the halfway point.
Yeah, and even worse is that Digital, she's looking really far back. She's probably not going to be able to hit Pump Some Iron for her win con.
Yeah, exactly. Not going to get the positional excel, just blocked by this wall of Umas. I mean, she has the straight shot, but not the acceleration that we need as Smart Falcon coming in through the front. Toph's Smart Falcon still just holding on to this lead. El Condor Pasa coming in through the outside. Summer Marzensky trying to hold on to the middle, but falling back to the rest of the pack. Taiki Shuttle rapidly picking up the pace. El Condor Pasa falling behind as Smart Falcon tries to hold on to the lead, and El Condor Pasa is not fast enough. That should be the first win for Toph, but not the last that you need. That's one reset on the board here.
Yeah, that El Condor Pasa hit her plancha, but it was just a little too late to make use of that excel portion of the hybrid unique. The velocity pushed her forward. I thought it was going to be enough, but since I forgot, she's also a front runner, so she does not have that pace chaser speed coefficient, so she just couldn't run her down.
Exactly. Pace Chasers, a little bit further behind in the mid race, but of course, in that last spurt, you get a little bit higher top speed to work with. Meanwhile, the front runners, you're like, okay, I need my accelerations in the last, but I'm really banking on the amount of distance I've made in the beginning and the middle of the race. So we have 1 point up for Toph here, so that puts him on tournament point for the next race as well, alongside Neko. And Enki still needs to win 2 more to try and take home Carat Clash.
Oh, could see some kind of reverse sweep. We could see any kind of action here. Honestly, I think it could be anyone's race. No one's really standing out as completely dominant here in the grand finals. We had some pretty dominating matchups earlier, but that one was really close.
Yeah, exactly. Right, just waiting for these gamers to remake the lobby. I believe they already have like an inbuilt button for it in the lobby, so we should be getting you guys that second race in just a second.
It's okay. This time we can turn over and Brickbat and Unearthly can come up with a story time.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good.
You know what, guys? I've thought about it for about 2 minutes now. We've moved over from Siacord to Sia's Duck Pond, and I actually approve of this change. Because we could call ourselves Ponders now. And for those of you who have some familiar with OS, yeah, because we hashtag never stop ponding. Well,
No, that one did not land, bro.
nope.
Leave him out to dry. Don't even say anything. Just let him sit with the silence.
That's okay. I know that the one OS player out there, they'll see it. They'll know. Anyways, so that's all I wanted to say. That was it. That's my contribution to this discussion.
What does he even do?
What does he even do? He pawns, bro. He ponders.
I'm a hashtag hard ponder, bro. Wow, this does suck. Sorry. Okay, well, we've got a race coming up here. Toph looking to take this, and everyone else is gonna be one race away, except obviously Enki, who has to win 2 still. But this is still a repeat of the previous race. But what are you looking for this time, Unearthly?
Yeah, so one of the things that I really noticed in the last race was we were all looking at the El Condor Pasa, right? The one that's got 2 debuffers on the team and came close at the end. One of the key problems that it had in the previous race is that it was on the outside lane. So both the Falcon and the Summer Marozensky were pushing it out. So even though it started in second before that final corner, it got pushed all the way into third. So if that Condor Pasa, we want to keep an eye on it. If it can get a better position going into the late race, then they might be able to take it.
Yeah, it certainly seems to be the horse to watch in this situation. It feels like when they do have that lead in the poor plancha procs, it's just taking flight. The bird's gonna take off and win. We'll see if that's gonna be able to happen. Because again, I mean, this is still that very front centric lobby where a lot of horses are going to be struggling to get into that good position to proc all their excels there in the final stretch.
Right, but it's just looking at these skills with final push, give Mummy a hug, as well as, of course, angling and plancha. If it can get that good position, even just number 2, it's really going to be a favorite to win.
Absolutely agree. And now going to be here on the race again. We're going to see Toph and... Oh gosh, I see Mambo on the screen, but I know that's not their name. But Toph and Mambo, they are going to be the ones looking to take this race, to take the entire Carat Clash. But if Enki is the one to take it out, which they absolutely can, we are going to go to that full final reset. So we'll see what happens in just a little bit. All the horses doing their little warm-ups before the paddock. Now they're going to be looking to take off soon.
But great to see them all in high spirits, even as they're going into the second time they're racing against the same runners.
Yeah, there they are looking to take off. That Ogre looking to debuff in a rare change of character from what we're normally used to seeing in that horse. But instead, we're going to be looking far up front here as all the front runners now going to be taking off and looking to form that initial pack. Here, the Smart Falcon looking to take the lead, but no, immediately as I say that, the El Condor Pasa is now going to take a very solid lead.
Yeah, of course, the Smart Falcon going to fight back with her unique, as well as the trending in the charts. We'll see whether Pasa can catch back up.
Yeah, that's going to be something to look out for again. If that Pasa gets in the lead to proc poor Plancha, it almost certainly is curtains for every other runner in the race. We do see Summer Marozensky making a little bit of headway here against El Condor Pasa, but as we're entering this final stretch, potentially it's going to be the Smart Falcon here to take over, but we do see a few procs. So Summer Marozensky is actually looking to take the lead maybe, but it's not going to have the distance. Smart Falcon going to remain in the lead for now. We do see on your left from this Agnes Digital, but it looks like the distance is a little bit too much. We're going to see Smart Falcon starting to pull away here into the final stretch. And again, Agnes Digital maybe looking to grab that final pace or that final point here in the race, but it's looking like it's not going to happen. Smart Falcon's going to remain in the lead. El Condor Pasa not able to proc her unique in this situation, which means the Umaidal is going to be taking the race yet again. It's going to be a big win for Toph. I believe that's Carat Clash. I believe Toph has taken it, unless that was Enki's and I didn't catch it.
No, that, as you can see, that is Toph's Smart Falcon taking it for the second time.
Yeah, then in that case, it is Toph BBQ. It's going to be your Carat Clash 12 champion. The Smart Falcon looking strong, looking dominant throughout this entire grand final series, throughout the entire tournament. And he is going to be the one to take home the prize today.
Dude, he might be the GOAT. The 5% win rate Smart Falcon entering in Carat Clash. Slated to commentate in the finals portion, but he was like, you know what, guys? I got something more important to do. I got to win Carat Clash myself. I got to be up there on that podium in that first place, representing for the Umaidal. Not only getting the run back from his Genesis Trainers Trials, but taking home the gold today. So congratulations.
He just didn't want to give himself caster's curse.
It's true. Oh, yeah, you're right. I've not seen a caster cast their own match and see them win, is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's rough.
But that's got to be like the casting triple crown though. Like you got to like cast your own winning of Carat Clash. Like that's like that's when you really got to like say you just do it all, you know? Like that's what you got to do. I'm looking at you, Destin. And I'm not putting that pressure on myself. That's for you guys. That's for you guys.
We'll
I'm not doing all that. You guys got it though.
I'll have to make my comeback with the next Hanshin 3200.
Oh yeah, that one's disturbing. That one's raining too, right?
Yes. So it's very much going to be an interesting map to play on. We have a whole month to think up, or I guess not quite even a month, like 3 weeks to come up with not only how to play the new scenario, but the strategies for that map.
Yeah, interesting to see what will come out here in the next CM and the next Carat Clash. But for now, I think
No, we got an interview. We got an interview.
Whoa, okay. Hey, what's up?
What's good?
Hello, Toph. How does it feel to be the first person to ever win from loser side in Umamusume?
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, no one's ever done it.
Dude, my winners round one that I don't understand how Chrysos and Enkinoni, like Enkinoni got third in our lobby, or not Enkinoni, what am I saying? Not Enki, what was his name? Strike. 6-4 Strike. Dude, he had like a SS Taiki. Like my winners round one was so crazy. I was like, oh my god, these guys could seriously go all the way.
Yeah, but you're the one who made it. Tell me more about this Smart Falcon who supposedly has a low win rate in CM, but you wouldn't know watching.
Goodness. Okay, you guys don't understand. My luck building this CM, like I pulled Fine Motion, right? And I was like, okay, I'm going to jam all my ace runs now that I have Fine Motion. I did like legitimately probably nearly 100 careers, just non-borrows. I basically took the day off work because I just was not hitting for forever. And it was getting really depressing. And I finally had like one decent run, and I'm just happy I pulled it off because honestly I made this Falco like yesterday.
Yeah, and not just Falco too, right? In this final race, Summer Marzensky came in and shut down the El Condor Pasa. How did it feel?
Yeah, honestly, like so in room matches in real CM, Esmaru's been doing way better than Falco. Like she's taking the lead early. I kind of expected her of my two fronts to be the carry, because that's kind of how lobbies have been going. So I had a pretty good feeling, like she does well, her mid race is good. And when I saw that like I had the Sparkly Stardom straight shot, I was like, ooh, this looks pretty juicy. So she did her job for sure.
Mm-hmm. And there were a bunch of Smart Falcon players, quite a few Smart Falcon faithful. You had to unfortunately dispatch one of them in pick in the losers finals. What do you have to say to all the Smart Falcon players out there, and maybe Badok too?
Oh man, Badok, like shout out to Badok. I love that guy. He said GG's, congrats on the win, and like that made my heart like melt a little bit because that like just makes me really proud to share the Carat champion spot with Smart Falcon with Badok, the GOAT. And Pick also, like, I don't know. So like at Genesis, like if you guys caught it in Trainers Trials, which is a really fun event that everyone should play, new format, check it out. Me and Pick were sitting in the middle, like, because we were on opposite teams and we were sitting on the inside. And you know, it kind of came down to, if you guys remember, it kind of came down to the dirt mile tracks. Like it was like my digital, which was quite good, and his Smart Falcon, which was really good. And he beat me 2-1. And like we were, if you guys caught it on the camera, we were like fist bumping, like, oh, okay, let's go, we're 1-1. You know, we kind of made it a little rivalry for fun. So I think it was like very kind of beautiful that me and Pitt got to duel again on dirt mile. So as far as I'm concerned, we're 2-2. As far as I'm concerned, I just tied up the score today. But yeah, he missed. Apparently, he missed taking the lead, which is pretty sad. So I'm sure I'm going to get him at his strongest in a future event, and we'll play for a 3-2.
Yeah, and I'm not going to hold you too long, but anything else you want to say? Any plans for the future?
Oh man, yeah, I definitely want to keep entering these. I'm really excited for Matt. I think I'm going to be at a disadvantage because I'm not a veteran. I don't know if I'm going to have to learn the scenario. But I mean, this was awesome. Full disclosure, I was supposed to hop on for commentary today, but my wife got very sick, so she's in bed, and I'm taking care of our baby. Otherwise, I would have been on the mic. I hope to see you guys either in the bracket or on commentary in the future.
Yep. The longest losers run and the first ever Grand Finals reset win. Congratulations to Toph, and yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Casters, any last words?
Yeah, if you're interested in signing up for a 5v5, you could head over to the #pond to pick up your 5v5 role, where I will potentially get in your game and grief you so hard that you're going to have to think about it. You're going to have to ponder on it for a bit. So I'll be there as a human landmine. But if you do want to compete in what seems to be a new, fresh way to play Umamusume, head on over to that Discord and get that role and queue up for some games.
Yeah, look, quick step guide. Uma.guide/Discord. Join. You're going to get your intro splash screen where you can select roles. Click 5v5 draft. Go down to 5v5 general. Ask if anyone wants to play. If people are playing, you go to 5v5 queue. You click join queue. We got 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10?
Right
Spontaneously?
now. We need 3 people in queue right now to play this new format. You can go to 5v5 forum. You can find a team looking for players. If you're in a team, you can sign up to look for a scrim. You can go to the looking for team thread and post that you need a team. And you can try and beat me, because right now I'm 4-0 in Psycord. So, you know, I'm just saying, I'm undefeated.
Oh, I can fix that, Destin. Watch out, bro. Watch out, little
By
bro.
being on your team, by the way, he's not gonna like go up against you. He's gonna be like, that 5v5 is looking a little crazy. I should hop on with my
All right, well,
and,
thanks everyone for watching. Shout out to for winning. Shout out Yokoro for providing prizing. I'll work all that out and post the top whatever graphic. See you everyone. See you in 5v5 draft and see you in a mega. Wait, what?
Unearthly never got a. You got any final words, Unearthly?
No, yeah, just had a lot of fun here, and I'll just say, like everyone else, come join the 5v5.
Yep. Oh, it popped. The 5v5 pop. Goodbye.
Peace.